Greetings, I am David Daoud, Principal Analyst at Compliance Standard LLC, and today is the 21st of October 2025. This is our ninth IntelliTAD roundup on ITAD, resource recovery, and sustainability. In this issue, Capital, Circularity, and the Windows 10 Wave, we argue that private equity and infrastructure investors are no longer spectators in the circular economy. They're becoming operational partners, increasingly requiring verifiable sustainability data. They want traceable recovery metrics and real-time accountability from ITAD providers, from recyclers, and other stakeholders involved in the electronic end of life. This stance essentially means that if you are open to investors or you're looking for investors, be aware that they will favor those who actually can prove compliance automation and measurable reuse matrix. Secondly, our report, Device Sustainability and Circularity Profiler, fourth quarter 2025, marks the first quarterly benchmark that we are launching specific to devices entering the 2025 to 2030 life cycle. It analyzes 14 major models from HP, Microsoft, Apple, Dell, ASUS, Acer, and Lenovo, and finds progress, but no transformation. That cohort of devices, we found HP's OmniBook 5 and Microsoft Surface Pro 10 for business lead in refurbishability, if I can use this term, while Apple's MacBook Air M4 and ASUS's ZenBook OLED rank at the bottom. The problem is that adhesive-bound batteries, fragile OLEDs, and sealed chassis continue essentially to dominate design, meaning that when these devices exit their first life cycle, recyclers and ITADs will face a higher fire risk, more scrap-heavy flows, and obviously tighter margins. So we at Compliance Standards are working to release a new service in early 2026 to track these metrics continuously, essentially turning device design data hopefully into actionable planning and intelligence for ITAD and recycling firms that are looking to anticipate what's coming in the years ahead. Finally, walk through any online marketplace these days. Take Amazon, eBay, or even corporate resellers, and you'll still see page after page after page of laptops proudly listing Windows 10 Pro, even as Microsoft ends official support. The operating system itself remains the backbone of a huge chunk of the refurbished market, probably most of the refurbished market, and even newly sold business machines. That simple fact tells us something important and potentially big. The next global hardware sunset may have already begun. As a result, we're predicting the largest synchronized equipment retirement since probably the XP era, and that will take place between 2026 and 2028, where roughly 600,000 to 700,000 tons of laptops and desktops will be flowing into ITAD channels during those 2 years. Yet we think that only about 15 to 25% of an estimated $800 million in recoverable metals would essentially convert to real profit after logistics and processing. So the general theme of this week is that capital and investors are active. Design accountability is measurable. It could be assessed and measured. And finally, the feedstock wave is on the horizon. Thank you for your time. And until our next talk, goodbye.